Hello everybody, this is Hensai here with LEGO Transformers, the mercenary group called the Hellish Flyers, which is my universe way of saying an old military organization, well, an old mercenary organization called something like the Devil's Brigade. In fact, I think I got their plane built in, which is this middle one right here. And we're gonna start off with the easiest and then build our way up to the big one, alright? So the easiest being this one. And you guys get to name them. Their mercenary group is called the Hellish Flyers, so go nuts. So basically what you want to do for this one is you want to take these sides, basically move these on back. Then turn the toes to becoming the tail fins. Just like so, if you can. Just like so. Now, to move on up, I'm going to at least try to lower this down a bit. We are going to take these pieces. These are going to lower down by one. Do something for the other one. Come on. Thank you. Now we're going to take the head. That's now going to move and rotate 180 to becoming part of the back. Just like so. And now you could take what was originally the back and move it down one, similar to what you did with the chest. Though it's all just one complete piece, so just like so. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take what was originally the arms being these. These are now going to become the weapons. These are going to move on in to, God dang it, camera. These are going to move in to here to act as landing pads as well. As you can see, the way I have these positioned, they're all going to be flat, so at least that way it could at least stay in place. So do the same thing to the other side. Or just do that and that. And here we have a Spitfire. Well, my universe version of a Spitfire. That's one mercenary done. Moving on to the next. This one is going to be more unique since, well, he has a bit more both. He has a bit more bulk into him. So, what we're going to start off with is we're going to start off by taking these arms off. Basically. So do the same thing to the other side. Just like so. Now what we're going to do is we are then going to take this piece off, which was originally the belly. We are then going to basically move this on down, come to the back, and then take these off and move these up to the front, just like so. Then these are just going to fold up to being like this. So do the same thing for the other one. Give me a second. So you want something along the lines of, if these would connect right now. Alright, there we go. And was that back up? So you want something along the lines of this as your part of a nose cone. Then we're going to take off what helped hold this part, the arms, which would be these shoulder pads. So do the same thing for the other side. Then what we're going to do is we are then going to move these up. Do the same thing for the other side. Then rotate these pieces just like this before we finally turn these around into looking more like weapons. I'm not going to say what type because I don't want to get demonetized. And pig. Oh, dang it. God dang it, camera. You get back here and you get right back in there. You too. You're not slick. That else comes back here. You want to grab the other one of these. These are just going to make what would be like the cockpit area. So that we have part of the cockpit basically done with. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take off the heels. Then we're going to move these into becoming the main wings. So I'll just do that on both sides. But then we're also going to take off the toes. Do the same thing to the other side. You're not going to be slick. Or don't even try it. Alright, now we're going to also... Now just... hold on. Detach these. As these are now going to plug right in here. If you can see that. Yeah. These are just going to plug right into there. With these folded down. A bit, so... Do the same thing to the other side. Now from these we are just going to plug these into the thing like that. These are then going to fold onto becoming the tail wings. So do the same thing for the other side. So just move that onto here. Fold that on in, just like so. Now we're just going to plug this piece back in. These are just going to be plugged in to here. Actually, no. I'm going to set one up. These are actually going to be plugged into here. As these pieces here are going to be plugged into front area of said weapons. And these are just going to plug in at the bottom of the wings. Just like so. So that's how you want one side to look. So do the same thing to the other. Might as well flip you onto the back of the jet to work on this. To make it a little bit easier on myself. Get that in. Okay, and then I plug this in. And that in. And then flip those two up. And here we have another jet all nice and done like. Now for the group leader, which is the one that changes into the Devil's Brigade jet mode. That is big, well, a lookalike of it. I'm not too sure how the actual thing looked. So if it is the exact model, I do not know. Please don't shoot me. I'm sorry. I literally have no clue about the Devil's Brigade. So what we're going to do is we're going to take off an arm. Basically do this for what I did for the wings, which is rotate them. Now we're going to detach this. This is now going to go down to becoming part of a wing. Now this piece is going to fold up. So does this piece. Just like so. Now what we're going to do is we're going to detach this along with this. This piece is going to plug into here just like this. You want this piece to look like as if it's fastening said armor. Just like that. There we have one wing all done. So what we're going to do the same thing to the other side. So basically, move that over. Move that on over. Move this on over. Detach this. At least move you up to here for right now. Detach that. Move you on down, and then we plug that on in. There you have the wings basically prepped and ready for them to basically recombine with the actual body. Now, what we're also going to do is we're also going to detach these pieces, though we don't want the tail wings to detach. Son of a glitch. Get back in there, you son of a glitch. Okay, now we're going to move back up to the upper back, which is up here, if I can. Right here. This piece here is just going to rotate. So we'll... Hold on. Come on. I said, come on. There we go. So basically that's how you want that to look. This is now going to move up to the top of the head. Basically you take this piece off and move these on up. Just like this. Move the head on down by one before you move the legs up by one. And then you plug this piece back on in just like that. Now what we're going to now do is for the tail wings, they're going to basically spread out like this. And so we're going to do the same thing for the outside. Come on. You wanted to fall out before. There you go. Now we're going to take what was originally the toes. Those are now going to disconnect and move off to the sides. And do the same thing to the other side. Just like that. Now come into these great pieces. You can see them. These are going to detach. Move up to here. And be angled back. And do the same thing to the other side. So just like that. Rotate. We are going to then grab this piece. This piece will connect the wings together. So just as the wings will just connect right about here, basically. You can see that. I think you can. I'm not too sure. I'll have to double check the VOD when it goes up. But basically you want it to connect, if I can, show this piece right here is what's connecting the wings. Okay. Now I really gave him some very big wings. Son of a glitch, Mark. Son of a glitch, you got hit inside. What the hell did you do again? God dang it. Okay. Oh well. Then you want to move this piece. This piece is going to move basically to where the toes were originally. Now we're going to grab these pieces from the heels. These are going to be the actual jet engines. They're going to push it forward. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. That's basically one of the jet engines. And for this piece, you just basically want to plug this piece right here. Just to look like some cargo. as this group of mercenaries do tend to be extra tricky. They're so tricky that not even the commando unit called the Wreckers would even try to hire them just to help in any mission. And so here we have the Devil's Brigade in its alt mode right now, along with his teammates. And so this has been Insight, signing out.